Well, start by telling me why the Stevens case is so sensitive. Is it really just privacy?
In a nutshell, yes.
Well, I noticed Lisa Stevens' pathology included blood sugars and a glucose tolerance test. Now, she's not diabetic, is she?
Better be on the safe side, eh?
Well, sure,
Got
but...
around. Well, she's read the file and she's asking questions about pathology. I stalled, but...
Dan.
So I'm not just paranoid?
No, I am.
What, is more than just simple privacy?
Lisa Stevens. This is Grace Kwan.
Hello, Dr. Kwan. Hello, Lisa Stevens.
And this is also Lisa Stevens. Dr. Kwan has just joined the team and I thought we should bring her up to date.
You're both Lisa Stevens.
No, not really.
I'm Lisa on paper, but I'm actually Philippa. This is Lisa.
We're sisters.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, Richard, my husband, and I badly want a child. I can conceive, but I can't maintain a pregnancy. I've already had one miscarriage. And we found out that on the program, using my egg and Richard's sperm, we could conceive in vitro.
But they need someone to do the rest for them.
As in embryo implantation.
Yes.
So we're talking surrogate pregnancy.
I've got 2 kids and I had no problem with either pregnancy. I know surrogacy is a complicated area, Doctor. There's no way I'd consider it if we weren't sisters. But it's Lisa and Richard's only hope.
And you're pregnant now?
Yes.
Okay, I think I've got the picture, thanks. Just one question. Why bother swapping names?
Didn't seem to be much choice.
Despite the fact both Lisa and Philippa have agreed to surrogacy and are both very clear about it, the practice is ethically questionable. Very questionable, to be totally honest.
You have an interesting taste in watering spots.
Yeah, call me predictable. Do you like it?
Oh, it's different.
It's educational, mate. We'll get you cool about the underworld yet.
No, I don't mind the underworld. Good idea getting a taxi, though.
Yeah, you're gonna get written off.
No, I was thinking of the NSX. The hubcaps wouldn't stand a chance out there.
Neither would the NSX. It's a new experience, this.
Cheers.
You read a lot of girls' magazines, huh?
They're Carmen's. However, I do find the occasional Ricky into the realms of the feminine psyche empowering.
Do you? I find it scary.
Oh, sounds bitter, Stewie.
Oh, okay, here we go. Are you sensually enlightened, Lionel?
Try me.
If you could bathe in anything you choose, would it be whipped cream, sump oil, or uncooked rice grains?
Rice, every time.
Rice.
Try running your hands through a bowl of satiny, silky, tickly rice sometime.
Next question.
Hi, Stuart. Lionel.
Kirsty, what brings you here?
To tell you, you have to put me on your sales team.
So you said.
Listen, Stuart. Do I know the product? Am I the best salesperson around? And check out the smile. Besides, I'm broke. Please?
Pass.
Could you at least think about it?
Yeah, couldn't I?
Okay. Bye.
Next question.
Why wouldn't
Do
you?
Why wouldn't I what?
Take her on.
Look, I don't know why you're on her side about this after the way she's treated you.
We've been through this. Get big, do it.
What's it to you anymore?
Nothing. Of course, she would be working long hours. Days, nights, weekends.
So?
Wouldn't leave her a lot of time for a social life, a love life, stuff like that.
Stuff like Feeny, you mean?
I could mean that, but maybe then again, I don't. It'd be terrible if it caused a rift between them.
It would, eh?
Shocking.
So now you've met them, read all about them, you know as much as anyone.
Maybe.
You don't look convinced, Doctor.
I'm intrigued as to why you'd bend, or rather break the rules for this particular family.
I found their resourcefulness impressive. Lisa and Richard initially came to me in Dunedin after Lisa miscarried and we found her uterus was bicornuate.
So she'll never go full term.
Not a chance. I had to tell them that starting the in vitro fertilization cycle would be pointless in their case. They went away to very unhappy people.
Par for the course, presumably.
Yes, but they left me with a fair inkling they weren't going to take no for an answer.
So you came up with the surrogacy idea for them?
Absolutely not.
You didn't?
few weeks later, back they came, telling me they'd seen a program on surrogacy on the telly and that Philippa had offered to carry for them.
You went along with it, just like that?
Not just like that, no. We consulted with the whole IVF team on every conceivable angle. Ultimately, eventually, we agreed we had very little reason not to proceed.
So you're happy to ignore the ethical questions?
I wouldn't say happy. I know of a clinic being slapped with an injunction for a not dissimilar case. I decided discretion might be wise.
Very.
So how do you see all this?
Well, it bugs me. Surrogacy bugs me.
Why?
Well, it feels wrong.
Can you be specific?
It's greed-oriented, tacky.
It can be, I agree, but not in this case.
Oh, go and live in the States for a while, Donald.
This isn't the States, and if you're worried about money changing hands, that's out of the question. What we have here is one sister showing extraordinary compassion and kindness to another. That is all. That's my reason for bending the rules, as you put it.
All right.
So now you have all the facts, and of course you could put a stop to the whole thing.
Yep, I'm aware of that.
All I ask is that you give it a long and careful thought.
Honey. How is she?
Much the same.
How about yourself?
Some sleep will help.
Yeah. Well, I won't keep you long.
Doing a spot of decorating.
Yeah, just a spot. Honey, I want you to come back to work. I think it's fair to say I overreacted slightly when I fired you.
Thanks, but no thanks, Michael.
You want to tell me why not?
It's nothing personal. It's just that medicine's not high on the agenda right now. I've got to sort this business out with Maria before I can commit to anything else.
Yeah, fair enough. But when it is, I hope you'll consider coming back. Yeah, well, anyway, the offer still stands. If there's anything I can do to help you, just ask.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Skill, brother.
Cheers, mate.
Yo.
What were you doing?
What's doing? I was just a little bit off my stride.
Yeah, you're telling me. You saw?
Yeah. Once upon a time, I could hang myself over a table all day. I'd never feel a twinge.
Yeah, well, pool isn't the best kind of exercise for a sore back.
Oh, sounds like advice, Doc. You're off duty, remember? Hey, must be time for you to top up your analgesics as well, huh? Couple of cripples out on town. This is tragic, isn't it? Get them down, yeah. No one around here gives a toss.
Hi, Sammy.
Hey, Carmen, how was your trip?
Oh, beautiful. Right down a bank.
Man, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What happened?
Oh, we were attacked by Killer Jacuzzi, actually.
Hey, you two better get your stories straight.
So, anything happened while we were away?
Well, nothing much. Although everybody is going bananas about the clinic's new look.
Already?
You mean my uniforms?
Yeah, Becky said she saw Ellen in it yesterday.
Yes, my creation, Luz.
Oh, thank you, Edith Head. I suppose you want me to hurry up so you can get to the clinic and gloat.
Well, we can get breakfast on the way.
Can you carry me to the car?
Oh, please.
I have to tell you, it's a tricky operation. It's a delicate area.
No guarantees, then?
No guarantees.
Oh, well, it looks like I'm just going to have to trust you, then.
Well, I'll try not to let you down. I'm not bad at my job.
You do know how serious this is?
For your career.
Yeah.
I'll bear that in mind. Although one thing I can guarantee, don't wake up expecting miracles straight away.
How come?
Because we won't be able to accurately assess how it went until at least 24 hours after surgery.
Oh, blimey. And you are keeping stum about all this?
Absolutely.
You better give Kirsty a ring. Hell hath no fury.
Nah, she's cool, mate. She knows to expect me when she sees me. Oh, you got me a beaut.
Hangover? You think you've got problems?
You have slept on this couch. It is the sofa from hell.
Ah, sorry. You lost something.
Yeah, my pills. I must have left them in the bar.
Ah, the question is, which bar?
Ooh,
Sit up, move around, it'll come right.
Yeah, I wish. You couldn't lend me a couple of yours, could you, Doc?
You realise you have to go easy on these
Yeah,
things?
sure. But not for blokes like you and me. I mean, we're intelligent, mature, professionals. Well, you are, at any rate.
Still, they're prescription drugs, they're addictive.
Yeah, but it's not like I'm munching on them every 5 seconds. I mean, you and me, we're the same, right? We've got this injury, so we take something for the pain so we can get on with our lives. Now, occasionally, we take them before the pain kicks in, but that's common sense, because you know and I know that if we don't, we're gonna suffer.
Yeah, maybe.
Come on, pal, give me a break. Beauty.
Oh, wow.
I don't believe it.
Is that your logo?
Sure is.
Hot diggity dog. Such a quantum leap from the old one.
Subtle improvement is the key to good design. Oh, but I will confess, I never thought it would be emblazoned in letters yay high. In fact, I didn't even think it was going to be used except for on the uniforms.
Oh, that's fab.
It is, isn't it?
Guy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Wow.
What's going on?
Oh, your bag! So was it gorgeous? Did you miss us? Did you have room service? What's the matter?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
What happened to you?
Just a small slip in a jacuzzi.
Well, what in heaven's name is a jacuzzi?
Oh, spa bath. So was it wonderful?
Bliss, total bliss. I even had my own porter. Didn't I, Guy? Guy? So what's going on?
It's the new look.
Yes, I can see that. Since when?
Oh, last night, apparently, a rush of blood to the McKenna head.
Don't ask me to find anything in a hurry, that's all. Like the colour? HDU grey.
Oh, don't let McKenna hear you say that. It's Venetian slate.
Well, this must be costing us a fortune. Can we afford it?
My question exactly. I mean, what was wrong with the old desk?
Well, apart from the fact that every time we sat down, we disappeared, absolutely nothing.
And I'll never get used to this funny height.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the old uniform?
Yeah, Sam said you had a new one.
Funny that. Only one made it here. The rest were sent elsewhere.
Well, I better hobble off to work in my smelly old uniform.
What are these?
Oh, flash, huh? New pens, new letterhead, everything. Wait till you see the stuff in your exam room.
If you can get in. They're sprucing that up too. To match the pens, the signage, the stationery, and of course the uniforms, if they ever arrive.
Hasn't changed. Oh, wonderful.
Morning, Mrs. McKenna.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm that pommy dude I saw you with yesterday in reception. Who's he again?
Just a friend of the family's.
Yeah, but who is he? I know him from somewhere.
He was raised in England. He went to a very exclusive boarding school. It's quite a long way from yours in more ways than one, I think, Nick.
So how come I know him?
I really doubt that you do.
Donald, I could do with your opinion.
Shoot.
Well, he introduced me to Lisa Stevens and her sister. I assume you knew about the surrogacy.
Yes.
Well, what's your feeling?
Well, they seem pretty together women. It's all been fully discussed.
What, you don't see the surrogacy issue as a little dodgy?
Well, it took me a while to get my head around it, especially as I haven't worked in IVF before. But when I met Lisa and Philippa, well, I guess it all came clear.
Well, in what way?
Well, Lisa really wants to have a baby, and there's no way she can have one without Philippa's help. And they obviously trust each other totally. Maybe I'd feel differently if they weren't sisters. I don't know. But somehow in this case, it seems absolutely right.
Invercargill? How in God's name did they end up down there? Oh, yes, please. As soon as possible.
Uniforms?
Makes total sense. First they end up in Hamilton, so when I ring up and complain, they send them down to Invercargill.
Of course.
It's just not fair. I mean, I had everything planned down to the last T and then this.
Could be calmer. Does Guy know you plan to do all this with his logo?
No, it's nice timing. So what do you think of the new look?
I think it would have been polite to have run it past the management committee, but having said that, I approve. Mostly.
Mostly?
Well, I'm not sure about the desk and the grey. However, that is not why I'm here.
Excuse me.
What have you done about Honey, Michael? The committee needs to know.
You can tell the committee that I've made the offer to reinstate Dr. Ropater.
Oh, I'm very pleased to hear it.
But he declined.
Well, how nicely did you ask him?
I asked him as nicely as I could, but he's got other priorities, so he tells me.
Oh, Maria.
apparently.
I knew I was right.
About?
Those two.
Marge, what are you saying?
I am saying romance with a capital R, Michael. He obviously adores her.
Really?
Well, if the man's prepared to walk out on his career for the sake of Maria, what would you think? Besides, he's fulfilling a debt of honor.
How do you know?
I just know. I only wish we could do something to help them both.
Well, I might have already taken care of that.
Oh.
Sorry, Marge. Work to do. Is that all?
G'day, stranger.
Did I hear that Feeney character?
Yep.
What night on the tips?
You could say that.
Oh, you look like you've been dragged through the bush backwards. You and that cowboy hitting the grog a bit, aren't you?
Do you know Maria is on the front page?
What?
An interesting woman by all accounts.
Two lattes.
Oh, thanks. Did Stuart say anything to you after I left last night?
No, he's got a lot on his mind just now.
Say anything about what? Oh, it's just, he's got some power and phone bills to pay.
Super cool. How dare some head-banging hippie who doesn't know a good voice when he hears one threaten to multi-track me?
We'll talk with him, eh? We gotta try and work with this guy.
Hey, dude.
Nick.
Nick Harrison.
Hi.
You're Leah, right? Cool band.
Thanks. Look, Sam, we've got to lose him and get someone with a brain.
Guitarist? You're looking for lead or rhythm? I'm not doing anything right now. I can fill in.
Actually, we're sweet. Thanks, Nick.
We needed a decent producer, not a clapped-out dork. I've had to book another half day to make up lost time.
How much is that gonna set us back?
I don't know. Probably what we saved on the deal you got. You better check it out.
Cool.
Babe, missed you. Didn't finish work till 6 this morning.
6?
Well, I thought I'd better hang back with the boys for drinks after, you know, staff relations.
Social drinks at 6 in the morning.
Well, I gotta look after my future job prospects.
Rather you than me. So, does it look any good for more work?
I think I'm onto a steady little earner, yeah.
Morning.
Guy, so, how was the big weekend?
Oh, fine, thanks.
Yeah, accommodation up to scratch?
Yeah, excellent.
Oh, that's good. So, what do you want to see me about?
Well, there's been some pretty fast renovations out front.
Yeah, exciting, isn't it? We're long overdue for a facelift, ever since Ideal left the clinic, in fact.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
The uniforms, they'll be here any moment. The manufacturers are very impressed with your design. What, is there a problem?
Well, I'm just surprised, that's all, at the scale of everything and the pace.
Yeah, well, I must admit I have moved pretty fast, but you have to take some of the blame for that. Once I saw the design, it seemed that everything else needed freshening up too. Total design integration, I think the professionals call it.
Right, yeah, I noticed the logo is pretty much in evidence.
Yeah, well, I could hardly take care of everything else and ignore the logo. Subtle, though, that particular change is.
Well, I just hadn't imagined it on anything else, except for the uniforms.
What, you don't think it works on the signage?
No, I think it's fine.
Well, that's good. We're in agreement then. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
No, thanks. It's fine. Well, Nick,
Tell me you didn't do this.
Well, I'm afraid I did.
Why?
Well, I simply answered some questions for the media with the aim of enlisting support for Maria.
Public support is the last thing she needs. You know what you've done here is totally blown any chance of security that she might have had.
What do you mean?
Michael, why do you think I've spent every waking hour at her bedside in here? Maria's been in prison. She's been tortured. And at the risk of several lives, her own included, we finally managed to get her out of the country. The woman is a refugee. Secrecy was her only protection. And you decided to give her free publicity.
Well, what are you saying? She's in danger in this country?
Yes. And now, thanks to you, immigration might be forced to send her back home, where they'll almost certainly put her to death.
Are you slacking, Dr. Kwan?
Nah, thinking.
How's the IVF SWAT going?
The SWAT's going fine. Practice, it's a little more complicated.
And how are you and Donald getting on now?
Better.
But
nothing. I just seem to be at cross purposes with Donald and the team, that's all. They're a lot more subjective than I'm used to.
is that necessarily a bad thing?
Well, that's what I have to figure out.
Good luck. See you next week. This job is so excellent.
I'm pleased to see you're enjoying it.
It's like being the person that hands out lotto prizes. That couple I just saw out, they came to see Donald thinking they'd probably never have a baby. Now they know they've got a chance.
We have a 15% chance, Joe.
I know, but it's great being part of a team that can even give them that much hope.
For what price, one can't help wondering.
Pardon?
Nothing. You just keep loving that job, kiddo.
Are you free now?
Yeah.
Good. You and I are on drug rounds.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Oh, can I help you?
Tell me the school's burnt down.
No, I'm studying. Well, researching, actually.
Researching what?
Ferndale News, school paper. Got the morning off.
All right. I forgot to take the toaster in.
You're not taking that to work. What am I supposed to live on?
It's broken, Nick. I'm taking it to get fixed.
Mrs. Harrison.
You're not at school either.
No.
Well, what's all this?
It's a project for school. Wildlife. I was wondering if I could use your video.
Get off. Use your own.
Ours won't go. Mum tried to tune in the music channel. Please?
You're welcome to use my video, Minnie. Offer Minnie something to drink, please.
Hey.
Hey, what?
That English guy at the clinic who knows McKenna's. What's his name?
Sebastian, I think.
No, it's Andy. Andy something.
I'm going to be late. Bye.
Thompson, Turner, Tremaine.
Andy Tremaine?
Yeah.
And he's English?
Yeah.
Not the Andy Tremaine.
Yeah, do you know him?
Who doesn't?
Oh, honey. Michael says you're not coming back to work. I'm sorry to hear that.
Thanks, Marge. I'm expecting a call from Maria's lawyer. Can you let me know the minute it comes through?
No problem. Nice article in the paper this morning.
Very nice. It's caused major havoc with immigration.
Oh, dear. I have a feeling Michael thought he was helping out.
Well, that's not the kind of help Maria needs.
Still, it can't be that bad. It's meant her friends here can rally round.
What friends?
A couple of chaps came in a few minutes ago.
Where are they?
I showed them through to HTU.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think the change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see Shortland Street.